What you have at the moment, you attracted by the person that you become, meaning all this wealth, all the love, all the respect that you are getting from the people around you, you earn it by the person that you have become. Okay. And tonight, I am so excited for you and for myself as well because we are going to have a really wonderful time discovering how we can be the most fantabulous versions of ourselves and be the best person for the people that we love. But before anything else, good evening, everyone. My name is Joanna Lazaro. I am a co-owner and the CEO of Laurus Enterprises. And from my home to yours, from my heart to yours, I am sending you right now all the love, all the positivity, resilience, tenacity, courage, and even vulnerability. I also want to send you peace of mind and the highest self love that you can have for yourself because that is really the most important thing. All right. And I hope as well that you have an open heart to accept everything that I am sending you right now. This is a new episode of Manifest, Master, Inspire, and I am so glad that in a little while we will be joined in by a very wonderful lady who really made it her mission to transform her life and at the same time help the people around her transform their lives too. Okay, for now, let me call in or join me in calling in and welcoming in my business partner from Laurus Enterprises, a good friend and a mentor of mine, the only K-pop chairman of the Philippines. He is the founder and the president of Laurus Enterprises, Mr. Jerome San.
Hi, good evening, Joanna, and good evening, everyone who
Good
tuned in.
evening.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening to you, Jerome. How's everything?
So far, so good. Haba na ng buhok ko. Yun.
Yes. Oo, bilis humaba ng buhok natin right now because of this pandemic. And I see that
Mhm.
we already have some friends who started tuning in. Hello, Michelle. Si ano, Min. Yun, I remember ko ano yung nickname, preferred nickname mo, si Min. Pretty naman ni Miss Joanna. Aw, thank you so much, dear. And of course, my kumare, another pretty person. Hi, it's hello. Hello, Shar. If you're watching Ninang, and of course, may kumpare, nakachat ko lang kanina. AJ, hello to the wonderful family of the Serna, the Serna family. Yan, good evening also
Wow.
daw sa Jerome and Angie, sabi ni Min. So, Jerome,
Mhm.
it has been a very busy month. Yung
Mhm.
whole month of August for us, there has been so many activities na nangyari
Mhm.
kay Laurus Enterprises. And we feel so honored and blessed that
Mhm.
we have all these events and we have partnered with some of the best people and best group, right?
Mhm. Yes. Yeah. Like si Robert Ropel. Who
Mm-hmm.
else? Yeah, from the beginning of pandemic, Mind Valley came up. Tapos, yeah, UPW upcoming. Yung kay Irving din, upcoming. So we
Yes.
have mga upcoming event, which later on, I think you're going to be sharing information about it then. Yeah.
Yes, I will. I'll definitely share
Mhm.
to all our viewers what are the things that they can continue to expect from Laurus Enterprises. But for now, allow me, Jerome, to please.
Mhm.
Okay. May I please request you first because this is the very first time. Lagi naman kasi tayong first time with the guest, right? And I believe
Uh-huh.
marami sa mga viewers natin or online audience natin currently are the friends of our special guest and it might be their first time to tune in to our show. So kindly please tell them or inform them what the show is all about.
Yes. Laurus Enterprises kasi what we do is we organize live business learning events. So since the pandemic, last year March, we cancel all our events, live events, to further notice. So instead, but we still, because we would still want to continue provide value to people, especially our followers, our customers, and our learning partners. So we decided to do this called M.M.I, which stands for
Mhm.
Manifest, Master, Inspire, where we invite um, actually all of them are our clients because right now they are uh, thriving even sa pandemic.
Mhm.
They were able to pivot their way out and still thrive. That's why most of them will re-invite them because they're actually manifesting their dream, mastering their craft, and right now inspiring their world. And this is what this program all about. Yun.
Yes,
And
and we're
also
hoping
super,
that
yeah, and super excited for tonight then, our special
mhm.
guest, because when
Yes,
I first time attended yung Discovery ba,
discovery. Yes.
yeah, she was yung one of the facilitator who's doing yung Discovery. And I was
Yes.
so impressed because that 2 day about 3 days yung Discovery. I forgot na. I
Three
think 2 days,
days.
3 days, yeah. And those three
Oh.
days is really life changing, life transforming, and because of
Mhm.
one of the facilitator nila, which is our guest tonight. That's why I'm super excited.
Yes.
Then, yes.
Yes. And we're hoping, of course, na through our show, Jerome, all
Mhm.
our online audience and those who would be on the team replay later on, they will find the journey of all these individuals that we have interviewed or invited in our show. It may be something that can inspire them so that they can be the best version of themselves too. And right now,
Mhm.
Jerome, dumadami na yung mga comments natin. Maraming maraming salamat sa mga kaibigan po namin. Good evening to all of you, our online audience. It's so nice to see all of you and that you are engaging with us because in this virtual setup po talaga, it's so important for us to read or see your
Mhm.
comments because
Yeah.
this fire us up and at the same time, through the comments that you are sending us, nalalaman po namin whether we are providing value to you or kung nagagawa po ba namin yung mission namin na tulungan kayo in your journey to your own success. And Jerome, because we all know naman that here in the Philippines, we
Mhm.
have the best internet providers in the whole wide world. So I just want to remind our friends, our online audience right now, that if something happens because of the internet connection, suddenly nag-freeze po kami sa screen ninyo or nawala po kami sa screen ninyo, don't you worry because we are definitely coming back right away and we will continue the conversation and the chakahan with our special guest. All right? And of course,
Yes.
please continue to send your comments, anything po, anything aha moments, all the insights that you will be that you can pick up from the entire show tonight, or anything that you want to share to us that you believe can empower our guests and the show and also your fellow online audience, then please feel free to put them in the comment section and we will try our best po to read them and of course to acknowledge you. So I think before mapuno to Jerome, allow me na lang muna to read or greet some of
Mhm.
them. Let
Yes.
me start with, of course, Min already said yes, and our kumare, Heidi, and also Angie San, our business partner, is here. Leia, hi, she's the founder of Plant Happiness, is
Hi,
also
Leia.
here. Surgeon Kabusay, a very good friend of mine for the longest time. I look gorgeous daw. Thank you so much, Sir June. Kinilig. All right. Ira Enrique, hi. Hearts, hearts to you also. Mark Anzalech. Paano to basahin? True. Transforming lives. Mark, you taught me something tonight. I love the true. All right. Chris Papa, hello. Heart, heart also. Elmer, hi. So
Hi,
nice to
Elmer.
welcome you to our event. Robic, heart also to you. And Ria, Seth said, okay, come on, let's go. Mark said, noted. All right. Jella, heart also to you. And of course, Richard and ay nawala ako, nasaan na? Richard Soto? Wow! Kapag-anak ka po ba ni Mayor Vico Soto dito sa Pasig City? Ayan. Mark Gonzale, hello. Clarice, hello. Nino William Asor, pa-shout out Lord. Sige, sabihin po natin yan mamaya sa ating special guest para po ma-shout out ka po niya, Nino Asor. Alright? Marry me po, Ma'am Joanna. Married na ninyo. And my husband is actually behind me. No, no, no. Just kidding. Thank you so much, Nino. Kamukha lang po. Okay, ni Richard. All right. Hello, MJ. So nice to see you. So I believe, Jerome, all
Mhm.
our online audience right now are so excited. They are so energetic and they are
Mhm.
so pumped up. So can you
Yes.
please share to all of us a little bit of information about our special guest so that we can call her in now?
Sure, with pleasure. Yon. So I'm super excited for tonight then. So our guest for tonight, she's a certified life coach, a transformational facilitator, and an elite financial planner officer. She has supported various companies in coaching and facilitating companies such as Nestle, MegaWorld, Sun Life, and many more. When she decided to venture into financial coaching last 2019, she has also
Mhm.
helped more than 100 families nationwide in financial planning, making her a multi-awarded financial planner. Now, she is currently leading a team of young financial planners, mentoring them and making their dreams happen. Her vision is to empower as many Filipinos to live a life of bliss and abundance. So without further ado, please help us welcome Miss Louise Go, or known as Coach Louise. Yay.
Ayan,
Yeah.
nakamute ako. Hi!
Ayun.
Hi! Thank you so much, Sir Jerome, for that wonderful introduction. Ano. Maraming salamat, Madam CEO Joanna, no, for the energy. uh, for the
Yes.
energy, no.
Yes.
Napakaganda.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Coach Luis. Really, maraming salamat. On behalf of the entire Laurus Enterprises, your family, we want to really thank you, and we feel so honored that you are here in our show tonight. We started with Coach Raz, then followed by Coach Gina, then we have Coach Mix, and right now we have you. So, di ba, halos makukumpleto na namin yung grupo. Konti na lang, mabubuo na yung mabubuo na namin yung bilog. Makukuha na namin kayong lahat.
Yeah, of course, ako rin, I am truly honored to be here. I'm excited to be here as well, di ba? I'm so happy. And the moment na I got your invite, of course, I wanted to say yes right away since Laurus Enterprises is also a family to us. You know that, di ba? We've been learning from you guys as well. And we're so happy I'm so happy personally, no, to be in the space, no, to be in this kind of community, di ba? Kasi parang similar naman talaga yung ginagawa
Similar.
natin, di ba? Which is really to spread and transform as many Filipinos' lives as possible.
Mm-mm.
No? So,
Yes.
one mission.
Yes, that's true, Coach. Parang we are all connected with this one big mission in our lives.
Right.
And when your why is clear, 'di ba? When you really know what your purpose is and you really know what you want to do, the universe is going to conspire with you and allow you to meet the right people on your path so that together you can really collaborate and do wonderful things together, right?
Yes, tama. Talagang collaboration talaga to, no? To a bigger,
Mhm.
bigger, bigger mission, which is to make Philippines a
Mhm.
better country.
Yes, the
Right?
best kind of coach,
The
'di ba? And we
best
can make it
country, yeah.
happen. Yes, because we
That's
have really
true.
good citizen, talented people here in our country, and we have really what it takes to compete in the international arena. So, you know what, coach? We have prepared so many questions with you. And Jerome, can you please
Yes.
refresh nga, or can you please inform Coach Luis how many questions did we make for
Mhm.
her for tonight's show?
Okay, yeah, because last time nung guest natin si Coach Migs, I think nasa 8,000. So dahil mas, you know, mas pay. Um, so right now I think we have more than 8, 'di ba? 8,000.
10,000 ba yan? 10,000?
Yeah.
Actually, coach, yes. Nasa ano po tayo? 10,996.
99?
Yeah, because may mga
Akala ko
Opo.
question hindi
99,
nasagot
no?
ni Migs. So kinary over
Oo.
namin tonight. Yeah.
Ano po namin itatanong lahat, coach. Kasi kinulang po
Nako,
kami ng time namin kay Coach Migs eh.
meron
So,
palang question na hindi nasasagot si Coach Migs, no?
naku, ang dami po.
Yeah.
For the first time, that's something na hindi mo po alam, right?
Yeah, actually, saka yung mga question hindi na tanong kay Coach Ras saka kay Coach Gina, yun, sinali na rin namin dito.
Sige.
I don't feel any pressure right now.
I love that. And because of that, Coach Luis, to get started with our 10,996 questions, please take note, plus, plus. All right?
Plus
Hindi
plus.
pa, plus, plus pa yan. Okay.
Oo.
Jerome, can you please fire it away and let's get started? Kasi sobrang excited na coach yung mga friends natin and yung mga friends mo for
Correct.
supporting you right now. And I
Ayan.
actually saw Coach Migs here. Nag-comment siya. Ayun, let's go one mission. Sabi ni Coach Migs a little while. Ayan. So sabi rin ni Nino, manifestations, ako ang susunod sa
Why
interview.
not?
Why not, diba, Nino? Sige, let's see. All right, Jerome, please take it away.
Okay, so first question out of the 10,000, nakalimutan ko na 10,000 something.
10,996 plus plus.
Okay, plus, plus.
Wait, sulat ko. Okay.
Sinulat talaga ni Sir Jerome.
Yeah, actually nililista namin. Yun. Okay, so first question. We have to agree with you that transformation to become the best make the story of a person complete, which is a very nice statement. So we're just curious lang, no, Coach Luis, what was that moment in your life where you felt you had to transform yourself to become better or extraordinary?
Ayan, no? So, thank you for that. Beauty queen pala. Thank you for that, wonderful question. Hindi, basically, no, it was, to be honest, it was an accident for me, no? It was an accident for me to get into the transformational world, no? That personal growth, no? And I think at some point, no, some of us can relate na accident talaga, no, to be in the space of personal growth and development, no? For me, medyo nung time na yon, I was really lost. I just recently lost my mom. Medyo biglaan siya, no? I just recently lost my mom. It was biglaan. I was just graduating student. And then parang at that point, I was really broken, lost, no? Kasi I lost my dad earlier pa eh. I was just high school, fourth year high school. Tapos sumunod yung mom ko, I was fourth year college naman, no? So that time, it was really parang a life experience for me talaga na parang hindi ko talaga alam yung gagawin ko, no? So, of course, still, by the grace of God, I was able to graduate pa rin, the college, no? And the usual, of course, after graduation, you just find a job. And then after that, sorry,
Si Gaston
after that,
narinig ko.
oo nga eh, si Gaston na naririnig nyo. Ayan, no? Sorry. So, yan. So, after that, usual, no? I just applied normally, di ba, yun naman ang route natin, di ba? I just applied, I became a recruitment professional in the HR world, no? But then, that time, no, for some reason, maybe other people dun sa work na pinasukan ko would be happy because nabubore ako, walang masyadong pinapagawa sa akin, no? Na parang they were paying me monthly but then wala masyadong job. But for me, it's baliktad, no? Baliktad sa akin, parang naiisip ko, parang sayang yung oras ko dito, no? Sayang yung oras ko, wala akong natututunan, walang nangyayari sa akin, walang pinapagawa sa akin. Pero okay naman, comfortable kasi may sweldo every month, di ka pa nahihirapan, di ka pa napipressure, di ba? For other people, gusto nila yan, di ba? Pwede na sila. But for me, parang sabi ko, parang may kulang, may something, no? I'm not learning, no? I'm not growing. Minsan, nagpe-Facebook na lang ako sa office. So, that instance in my life, no, made me look for something better, no? For something that I know na mag-grow ako personally, no? Given that time, I was still lost. I knew I needed someone to help me, to mentor me, no? So, Migs, we were together already that time. So, nauna siya to be in the space of the personal growth, no? But for me, no, I always looked at myself kasi as a shy woman, na parang feeling ko, hindi ako sanay to mingle with other people. So when Migs invited me in the seminar, I was really hesitant kasi parang feeling ko ano naman gagawin ko doon? Parang ayokong makipag-meet sa mga tao, ayokong makipag-mingle kasi nga what I really see myself is I was a shy woman. Parang ayoko niyan, dito lang ako. I was just meant to be in the office, ganyan, no? But then,
Yes.
si Meg, sabi niya, hindi, nabayaran ko na. Sayang naman yung pera ko kung hindi ka aatin. So, tama nga naman, ba? Tama nga naman. So, I had so many excuses that time. Sabi ko, masama yung pakiramdam ko, may sakit ako, all of that, no? But then again, ginamitan ako ng nabayaran ko na, di ba? So, I had no choice but to show up. But that instance, no, it was also discovery. It was also discovery with Coach Ross. Helped me realize a lot of things about myself. Opened my mind, my heart about a lot of things. No, unang-una with how I see myself. Ever since tinitignan ko yung sarili ko as a shy woman, as not capable, no? And as I look back in my life, parang I was presented a lot of opportunities for me, no, even back in college. But then I'm not grabbing those opportunities simply because of the way I look at myself, that I'm not
Yung limiting
capable.
belief.
Yeah, the belief around myself that I am not capable, hindi ko kaya yon, parang yung ibang tao na lang, kasi parang mas madami namang mas magaling sa akin. Wag na lang ako, ganyan. That I'm a shy woman, no? And I learned through that, no, na it was just me lang pala. Ako lang pala yung naghihinder for my own personal growth, no, to the dreams that I want for myself. Parang I guess for some, no, who are new in the personal growth, 'di ba, parang paminsan when you think of your dreams, when you think of your vision in life, parang at first when you're not in the personal growth space, parang iisipin mo parang, di, wag na lang, parang imposible naman mangyari yung mga yun eh. No, but that instance in my life parang made me believe again sa sarili ko and made me look at myself on a different way na pwede naman pala, parang ako lang naman pala yung naghihinder sa sarili ko eh. And then ako lang naman pala yung pumipigil sa sarili ko to achieve my dreams, go ahead and expose myself because I know deep inside of me that hindi naman talaga ako shy. Parang it's just my ano lang, parang wala lang. Ewan ko,
Persona.
parang nabigay lang siguro sa akin na shy ako. Pero I know deep inside of me that I have something to say, that I can speak, that I can share who I am, di ba? But then, siguro, because of the life experiences that I had, yun nga, I lost my parents, parang nagkaroon ng depression, shy woman, wag na lang, yung ibang tao na lang. So, those moments in my life, parang yun yung nag-down sa akin. But then, through that shift in mindset, shift on how I see myself, believing in me, allowed me to play a bigger game in my life, play and believe in myself again, no? Na not to look at myself as a shy woman, as a not capable woman, but then a capable and powerful woman, capable of achieving what I want in my life. Yun.
Yes. That's so nice. Thank you so much for sharing that, Coach Luis. You reminded me of this quote from one of the people that I follow and I admire, si Wayne Dyer, wherein he
Yeah.
said that if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right?
Change.
It's so apt to what you are telling us right now, that because at first you were looking at yourself na I'm not capable, I'm very shy, okay naman na ako dito, comfortable na. And yet, when you decided to look at yourself differently and look at the situation differently, that's when things become more beautiful for you, right? Coach, I'm not paano ba? Iniisip ko kasi kung tatanungin ko na ba, parang napaka-early ba ng question na 'to. Kaya lang kasi parang sabi ko 'pag hindi ko siya kaagad tatanungin, baka mawala na yung context dun sa conversation. Pero kasi you mentioned that you lost your parents, at a very young age. So, first your dad and then your mom. So, right now po coach, parang technically ano ka na po, what's the term, ulila, parang ganyan.
Yeah, or orphan. Orphan na, or
Oo,
ulila
orphan ka na
talaga.
po talaga,
Oo.
oo. So, coach, how does it feel na, within the idea na wala ka pong parents, and I believe you're the only child, right? Only
I
child ka
have
po ba?
I have an older brother.
May older brother naman. So, hindi ka po talaga
Oo.
totally alone. Pero for
Hindi
somebody
naman.
Oo, for somebody like you, coach, na at the time nga that you're thinking of yourself, you're looking, yeah, parang you're looking at yourself so little back then because you are not in that space pa that you have already embraced the greatness in you. How was it back then when that situation happened in your life, and paano mo po siya kinaya? The reason that I'm asking that, coach, kasi marami po tayong mga kakilala, they lost their loved ones, and some of them parang they feel like it's already the end of the world for them, right? Na parang they don't want I know some na parang they don't see the light anymore, and they're hoping na, but yun, the way they look at it, it's already the end of the world. So can you please share to us, coach, paano mo po siya kinaya with the hope na kung meron man nakikinig, nanonood sa atin right now, who also nandiyan po sa ganyang situation and they felt trapped, paano po natin sila mai-inspire?
Ayan. So thank you for that question, Joanna. No, for me, no, in my own story, no, talagang biglaan talaga parehas nung yung death ng parents ko. No, I lost my dad. I was just 16. I was about to graduate high school, fourth year high school. It was New Year. No, it was 31st in the morning when my mom called, sabi niya, wala na yung dad mo, no? 30th ng kinagabihan ng madaling araw, dinala nila sa hospital. Tapos, 31st ng umaga, wala na. Okay, ng December, no? I was just fourth year high school. Tapos, after 4 years, my mom, sumunod naman yung mom ko. It was also sudden. Tapos, both of them talaga, walang pamamaalam or what, no? So, during that time, parang nung sumunod yung mom ko, no, syempre una, nung sa dad ko, medyo kinaya pa because I still have my mom, di ba?
Yes.
I still have my mom, I still have my brother, and then parang I had a lot of friends as well, no, na who would always comfort me, no. But I think it was different nung sumunod yung mom ko, which is parang na-recreate yung same scenario na biglaan, walang
Yes.
paalaman or what, no. So it was really parang ano ba, parang feeling ko parang binagsakan ng, alam mo yon, ano bang term
Yes,
nun? Yung parang binagsakan ako ng
langit at
lupa
lupa.
at langit. Oo, no? Parang, of course, I questioned God that time, no? Na parang, again? Parang sa dami-dami ng pwedeng tao, or kumbaga nakuha na nga yung isa, tapos yung isa na naman, again, parang why me, di ba? I questioned God, why me? Why us? Parang yon, no? But that time kasi, yung kuya ko is nasa barko. Pauwi na siya dapat 1 month na lang. Pauwi na siya dito. Coming from the 9 month sakay as a seaman, tapos pauwi na siya dito. So siya talaga, hindi niya talaga nakasama yung mom ko. So,
Yes.
that scenario, parang hindi ko alam kung paano ko sasabihin sa kuya ko na wala, pati yung mom namin, wala na, no. Siguro, nung time na yun, of course, I just acknowledge kung ano yung nangyayari. I allowed myself to question God, no?
Mhm.
Although I know, 'di ba? I know, alam ko naman na part ng plan, all of these things, but I allowed myself to question God, why me, why us? And I
Yes.
just allowed myself to mourn. I
Yes.
allowed myself to cry. I allowed myself to really recognize that masakit talaga. 'Di
Correct.
ba?
Yes.
Masakit talaga. And what worked for me, no, nung nawala na, nilibing na, is I had a support system
Mhm.
back then, no, parang inexpose ko yung sarili ko to a community. That time, my community back then was my church, no. I was part of the youth sa church, no, yung
Yes.
mga youth services. So that worked for me, no, being able to be in a community wherein I feel safe, I feel
Yes.
supported, and then of
Mm-mm.
course, syempre, I went back to God.
Yes.
Um, Ultimately, no, I went back to God and realized na um, well, ano eh, na he knows everything. Na he knows better than me.
Yes.
I may not know kung bakit, until now, hindi ko pa rin kung bakit ako, bakit my family, but then I just trusted, no? I just
Yes.
gave it all to him, no? Kumbaga, I surrendered all the hurt, I surrendered all the mornings to
Mm-mm.
him, and I guess what gave me peace that time is knowing that um, they're in a better place, and
Yes.
knowing that at the end of the day, it's it's God who is in control of my life.
Mm-mm.
Na wala naman akong magagawa eh, wala naman akong choice eh. And I
Right.
just have to trust. I just have to trust and surrender that everything is gonna work for my good. Diba? Yun naman yung sabi niya sa word niya na everything will work out for your own good. So, yun, I just trusted. And maybe for your question no, na for some people who are in this space as well, na who feel really hurt, heartbroken. For me, maybe just take your time. For me, I just took my time. No, there was an instance na 1 week ako hindi pumasok. 1 week ako hindi
Mm-mm.
pumasok sa school. I just took my time to mourn and recognize. And
Correct.
yeah, and I guess
Yes.
parang with ano kasi, with the loss of loved one, kumbaga, the pain will not really leave. Parang nandiyan na siya forever eh. Parang uh,
Yes.
the pain will always be there. Kahit na
Yes.
ilang taon na yan. Like for my dad, it's been 10 years. For my mom, it's been 7 years. But whenever I think about them, the pain is still here. But siguro, but but you grow as a person,
Yes.
uh, but you grow bigger as a person, no?
Mm-mm.
That knowing that at the end of the day, all is well. That at the end of the
Yes.
day, God is my, God is my father. I may have lost
Yes.
my earthly father. I still have my heavenly father to support me, to care for me, to give me love. Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, find a safe space, the community
Correct.
who can support you, give you love that you need, no, na
Yes.
without really rushing na mag-move on ka na kasi hindi
Totoo
naman,
yan,
hindi
coach.
hindi natin kailangan ng ganyang
Correct. Correct.
at those moments, no. You just allow yourself to be.
Yes. Thank you
Yun.
so much, Coach, for answering my question. And what you shared there is truly, truly beautiful. Kasi ako, I lost my mom also. And I totally agree with you
Yeah.
that, yeah, 7 years na rin. 7 years na rin when she left. And it feels like it was just yesterday. And darating ka talaga dun sa point minsan na parang you're hoping na sana nandito ka itong moment na to. Ikaw, kausap kita at nakakasagot ka. May mga ganun talaga, right? But I love what
Yeah.
you said there, Coach. And for all our friends, if nangyari po sa inyo that you lost a loved one, I totally agree also with what Coach Louis said. Um, Surrender and then trust the process, and at the same time allow yourself to really be vulnerable at the moment. If you want to cry, cry. If you feel lost, if you feel weak, acknowledge it. Do not rush the process kasi, and tama po yung sinabi mo kanina rin, Coach. If you have friends around you and they're telling you na ano ba naman yan, ilang years na hindi ka pa makapag-move on, that person is not your friend, believe me.
Right. Diyos
Yes,
ko.
kasi 'di ba grieving is a process, and grieving
Agree.
process for every person varies. Merong tao mabilis mag-move on, may tao na
Correct.
talaga na hindi talaga kaagad makaka-move on, and hindi porket hindi sila makapag-move on, hindi porket umiiyak pa rin sila over the thing that or that person that they lost, they're already weak. It's
Weak.
just that
Yeah.
yes, it's their process and you have to understand and respect the process the person is undergoing. The best thing that you can do as a friend is to just
Mm.
be there and assure the person that when he or she is ready, you will be there still holding him or her. And meron siyang masasandalan the moment na kakailanganin niya ng sandalan. Right?
Yeah,
Yun.
that's true, no? Kaya nga ngayon sa mga, naman, with what's happening around us, sadly, ang dami, di ba? Parang yung Facebook nga, we see a lot of, posts, no? Parang, um, what I always say na lang to people, no, is I really don't know what to say because hindi ko masasabi sa lugar mo kung gaano kasakit, 'di ba? We all have different kinds of experiences. That's why talagang for those who are watching, no, maybe wag na lang din tayo magsabi ng mga mag-move on ka na, okay lang yan. No? Especially the okay lang yan, di ba? The okay lang yan. Because the truth is, it's not okay.
Yes.
Yun, di ba? Parang sa Filipinos, nakasanayan natin yung ganyan. Na, hindi, okay lang yan, ganyan.
Yes, oo, 'di ba? Parang honestly sometimes, Coach, 'di ba? The truth is, and to all our online audience, when your friend comes to you and they're opening up their heart and soul to you, just listen. And
Yeah,
then
agree.
yes, oo, kumbaga sometimes hindi naman natin kasi 'di ba the truth, Coach and Jerome, we already know all these things kasi ilang beses na yan na natin narinig sa maraming tao. Alam na natin yan, nandito sa level na I know that already.
Yes.
However, because the reason that I come to you, not because kailangan ko ng advice mo, but maybe the reason that I come to you because I trust you and I know that I can open up my heart to you. So can you just please let me talk right now and pour out my emotions. Meron pa ako narinig na coach dati talaga sa parang, oh, sabi sa study, 8 minutes lang parang halimbawa, if you're not feeling okay right now, dapat in 8 minutes okay ka na. Wow! Sabi ko, talagang natatiming nga ng emotions? How? Diba? So yun, yung mga ganun siguro. The reason that I really wanted to ask you that, Coach, kasi, and also, um, as I was listening to you, your face is so calm, your face is so peaceful, and I could see that you really have surrendered totally to what the universe or what God has planned for you. And thank you so much for answering that question. That's totally something na hindi natin pinag-usapan at all, right? But thank you for indulging and thank you so much for sharing to us your wonderful journey. Kasi especially right now that we are in this pandemic and we've been hearing people passing away left and right. Kakilala natin, di ba? Parami na ng parami yung mga kakilala natin. Meron pa nga akong isa na parang napaka-comment siya. Ano ba yan? Parang parang nagiging closer yung proximity ng mga death. Kasi dati nababasa mo lang na pass away this person pero totally hindi mo siya kilala. Pero right now dumadami yung mga kakilala mo. So I think this is a timely conversation and a timely message for all the people na nawalan ng mahal sa buhay, right?
Yeah, and having said that, no, Joanna, no, siguro I just wanna share as well my biggest regret that time because, di ba lahat biglaan, no? I was not able to express the love that I have for my parents. I was not able to, say the words I love you, hug them, really express how much I love them because hindi ko naman alam. Diba?
Yeah.
And during that time, at age 16, yun pa yung mga awkward stage na parang di mo alam paano mag-express sa parents, diba? But then, I guess this is also a reminder for everyone who's watching na if you're still blessed enough to be surrounded with your family, go ahead and really share and express how much you love them. Really go ahead and express the gratitude, the love, and respect, and the honor that you have for them. Because
You'll never
life is
know. Yes. Later tonight, tomorrow morning, you'll never know if you're still going to be with this person. So seize the moment. Kumbaga, parang
correct.
if sa buong buhay mo, never ka pang nakapag I love you sa magulang mo or sa mga kapatid mo or that person that you really truly care for, maybe this is a really nice reminder from Coach Luis na take this
Yeah,
time later. Kahit alam mo yun, yung kahit siguro chat lang sa mga magulang natin,
correct.
alam mo, ang bagay na yan. Alam mo ba yung tatay ko? Kasi hindi kami mas sweet na pamilya, Coach Luis. Hindi kami ma-I love you. Hindi kami
Kami
yung
rin.
expressive. So parang ako, ang love language ko sa family ko, gift giving. So I love showering them with gifts. Kasi yun na yung way ko ng pero never nag-utter ako ng I love you. But ever since nangyari yun, kasi pareho tayo, yun yung biggest regret ko. Hindi ko nasabi ko sa nanay ko kung gaano ko siya kamahal. So ever since then, yun, from every now and then, what I do, I'm going to text my tatay, I love you, tay. Tapos na, yung sagot ng tatay ko, hehehe, ganyan, nakakatawa kasi hindi ko sanay. Tapos the very first time pang nag-I love you ako sa kanya na face to face, sabi ko sa kanya parang birthday niya kasi yan eh. Sabi ko, happy birthday tay, I love you. Tapos niyakap ko lang siya. Tapos yung reaction niya sa akin, I love you too anak. Ganun ka-awkward, but it takes that one courageous step. Pag nagawa mo yan, it becomes, di ba parang it's a habit pa rin, Coach, di ba? You
Yes,
go back,
oo.
once it happens, sasanayin mo lang yung sarili mo hanggang automatically na sa sarili mo na you say I love you to
Sanay
your
ka na.
parents and to the people around you. Oo, hindi na, wala na yung awkwardness, right?
Mm-mm.
Thank you so much, Coach Luis.
Pero
Yes,
ano rin,
Joe.
yeah, actually sa Discovery, that's what they encourage people to do di ba? Sa activity.
Yes.
Yeah. And because it's very powerful na, alam mo yun, parang something change inside of you once you did that.
Yes.
Yun.
Oo. Another, Jerome,
Yeah,
yung dun
I
sa
have a
breakthrough.
question din. Mhm.
Sige, go. And then sabi ko
Sa
lang dun sa
breakthrough.
breakthrough, yung next level ng discovery, there was also an activity wherein you have to connect with somebody na for the longest time, hindi ka talaga connected at all. And then you have to do something for that person or say something for that person. And it was a really wonderful activity. Pero yun nga, kumbaga parang it's just it's just the program allowing you to break your own ice so that you can be this warm person once again to that person that you really care for. Yun. Sige, Jerome, go ahead with your own question.
Yeah. First na-discover ko pala si Coach Migs ang nag-cause ng accident mo. Sabi mo kasi accident. Okay, then I was just amazed lang kasi we have Coach Luis and Coach Migs, di ba Joanna, as one of our hosts doon sa, I think, our first virtual
Take-off
event.
summit. Yes.
Yeah, Take-off Summit. And I was just amazed kasi Coach Luis, when you mentioned na you're shy before, and sabi ko, ano ba nagawa ng Discovery, Total Transformation? Because when we saw you doon sa, di ba, after nung event, nag-usapan ka namin Ay, ang galing Parang,
pinagkikita namin kayo.
Parang, wow. We never, as in parang, For me, it's like, kasi I think yung discovery program did a lot of things. And you mentioned kasi yung shy mo na wala. But I think there's something deeper pa eh. Like, what's the most powerful discovery you have na totally transform you to where you are? Because I think that's why you become part of discovery rin, because you know what it can do eh, right? Yun. So what's the most powerful thing you discover?
Of course, Sir Jerome, it was not after discovery na talagang total 360 degrees na transformation. No? Of course, it took still a lot of unlearning on my side, a lot of unlearning in terms of the way, gaya nga ng sinabi ko, number one, the way I talk to myself, the way I see myself. So, I guess for me, it's really that desire, no? I guess for me, it has to start with your desire talaga eh, no? Your desire to grow, your desire to transform, your desire to put yourself out there. For me, when I saw how the impact of the program to me, I knew that this kind of program should be shared to as many people as possible. Diba? So, syempre, tawag dito, apart from the program, kasi to be honest, ang seminar, it can only do so much. 'Di ba? To be honest,
Yes.
parang sometimes after you attended seminar, you get hyped. But then if walang continuous work on yourself without the continuous desire to really work on yourself, kasi when you're in the seminar, nandyan yung facilitator, nandyan yung mga kasama mo, so okay ka. But then when you're all alone, kapag nakabalik ka na sa real world, the question is, what now? Diba? What now? So for me, I guess it started really with that desire for me na I really wanted to change my life. I really wanted to change how I see myself. No, na, like it started with having the awareness. For me, no, it started with me having the awareness and really being honest with myself in terms of where I'm at. Okay, in terms of ano yung things in me that I need to work on. So for me, I have to be honest that I need to work on that my level of commitment. It's still something that I need to work on. I have to be honest with myself that I need to work on with, again, the way I see myself na there are still moments na I would catch myself na may opportunity, tas I would catch myself parang, okay, opportunity, parang, oh, ano gagawin ko? Ano gagawin ko? Yes ba ako or no? Kasi
Yes.
it's not an instant na na na-realize mo agad. So it starts with the awareness, and when you catch yourself, when you have that awareness already, and when you catch yourself, the question is, what now? Ano bang gagawin mo? Will you choose the small I am, or the big you to play big again, 'di ba? So yun for me, no, I had to make that choice. I had to make the choice to always choose to show up for me, no. It's still a choice, I think, for me. It's still the choice. The day in, day out choice to show up for myself, to say yes to play a bigger game, to say yes to things that I know will expand me, to say yes to things that I know that will move me forward to my bigger vision, to say yes to things that I know will help me impact other people's lives. And at the same time, it's also saying no, no, or letting go of things that I know that will hold me back, saying no to things that I know will stop me from my growth, or say no to things that I know, just say no to things na I know na, kumbaga, comfort zone ko lang, that will just make me comfortable. So I guess it's the desire, that choice day in, day out, to still strive for growth, to still choose yourself over that play small.
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure if I answered the question, pero yun yung naisip ko eh.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Kasi even sa discovery program, I remember Coach Russ was saying din, there's this process of gestation din eh. Yung
Yeah,
process of time.
Yes.
Hindi siya instant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
yeah.
Yes.
It
Before
was
you
a
are
pro-
able to manifest things. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a process for me. It was only 2019 that I became a facilitator, a coach. Tama ba? 2019, no? But then I started being in the space already since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yes.
So I had to have that burning hours for me to grow myself for that 2 years, 2 to 3 years, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coach, ako, I have a question in relation to what Jerome already asked. Kasi we're both in the personal development industry, right? And we all know right now that it is an essential part of our lives. Kumbaga parang nga dun sa Maslow's hierarchy of needs, ito na yung
yeah,
transcendent, diba? Kumbaga
correct.
ito na yung pinaka-highest. And but not everybody can go there yet. And although hindi rin naman natin kumbaga parang again going back dun sa word na we have to trust the process and everybody has his or her own process to take, right? It's not something that we should push people na parang huy mag-enroll ka ng mga seminar or something. Pero you being a transformational life coach, if you're going to advise somebody na parang is it high time for them to get started on their own self-growth, how are you going to advise them or why would you advise them on their self-growth journey?
Ayan. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Parang medyo
yes.
Yes.
naglalag pa.
Wala
Nag-glitch.
po ba ako, coach?
Ako ba
Hindi, parang
yon?
may glitch lang.
Or ako
Yeah.
yung nawala?
Ako ba yon, Sir Jerome, o si Madam?
Hindi. I think yung buo. Both kayo
Ah,
sabay. Parang nag-glitch. So meaning
Okay,
parang ako rin
okay.
yata. Yeah.
Sige. So, pwedeng paulit yung last question, Madam?
yes, sige coach. Kasi 'di ba we are in this community nga na of personal development and we all know naman that it's an essential part of life. And even sa Maslow's hierarchy of needs, 'di ba nasa top need yan eh. But not everybody can go to that level right away. So, kumbaga, tapos parang we are not also in the position to push somebody to start on their own personal journey. So, ngayon, Coach, what I want to ask you, as a personal or as a transformational and life coach, what do you think, parang ano yung maa-advise mo sa mga tao? Why do they need to start focusing on their personal development? Kumbaga parang halimbawa ako kausap mo ngayon tapos I'm telling you something or dahil kakilala mo ko. Ano yung parang area in my life that I would need to work on or why would you push me to start on my own self-growth journey?
Ayan. So, okay na. Narinig ko na yung question. I firmly believe that at some point, everyone needs or, yeah, everyone, hindi naman need, no? Parang, hindi, need talaga. Everyone needs to be exposed in the personal growth, no? The self-development. Kasi nga, parang ayan. So iba pa rin daw talaga ang nag-personal. Yeah. Siguro what I would say is yung if you grow yourself, no, with my own experience, everything else
Yes.
around you also grows, no?
Mm.
Parang when you grow yourself, ultimately it will be translated to your business, to to your career, to the way you show up for your family. It's the results, the success, the relationships, the health, for me is a byproduct of self-growth and development. Gaya nga ng sinasabi ko sa team ko I always tell them to not focus on, the grind, the hustle, because that's what the society dictates us, di ba? Na parang the grind, the hustle. Yeah, but what I always tell them is to focus on their growth, to focus on their personal development, because when you grow yourself, ultimately the business will just follow. Parang the results of your business, the result of your life is a reflection of how much you have grown as a person.
That's
So
true.
for me, everything that kumbaga I have now in terms of my business, my relationships, on how my relationships transformed as well, I believe it's a byproduct of my constant choice to grow myself day in and day out. So that's something that I want to share with everyone. That if you want success, if you want more money, if you want to create health, if you want to build better relationships, you start first with yourself. You start with you, because when you grow you, everything around you grow as well. Yeah, that's for me.
Yes. Thank you so much for answering that question, Coach. And I apologize to our online audience kung medyo parang malabo ba or nadi-disconnect ako. I think I'm having
Yeah.
internet issues, right, Coach? So if ever na
Pero
lang
we
na
can
hindi.
hear you clearly.
Yes,
All right,
malinaw
okay.
audio.
Sige. That's nice. All right. Jerome, before you ask your next question to Coach
Mhm.
Luis, let's just greet some of our friends right now because we have lots of comments already. So, Edward Santiago, bam! Hi! So nice to have you back in the Manifest Master Inspire. Yan.
Hi.
All right. Saan ba ako
Si Coach
natigil
na.
kanina? Sabi ni
Naku,
Coach
ang
Bam,
dami na.
ang dami na. Sabi ni Coach Bam, he also loves Wayne Dyer. Kaya kami magkasundo nito dahil halos pareho kami ng mga tao na gusto din ay. Ayan. So, si Miss Marites Odarbe, acknowledging you kasi sobrang active po niya and ang dami. So, salamat po sa lahat ng mga inputs and insights that you are sharing in our comment section right now. Kim Buhay, hello to you. Ira, is this Ira o Lira?
Yes, it's Ira.
Ira, okay. Ira Enrique, ang sabi niya, God is sovereign talaga. Yan. Tapos, kanina, si Miss Marites, shinare niya yung Bible passage that you mentioned, Coach, wherein this is coming from Romans chapter
Romance.
8, verse 28. Everything turns out for good to those who love God. Sa pinag-uusapan natin earlier, okay? Also, I wanna acknowledge James Habana. Thank you so much. As someone who just experienced the loss of a parent, I can relate to her. Ayan. Sending you our love, James. Yan. Miss Marites again. Okay. Michelle, thank you so much also. Michelle Armin Saban, thank you for staying. Darwin, virtual hugs daw po, Coach Luis. Daryl TV is here, so they also tuned into the show. Mark Anzale, thank you, Laurus, for reminding us, and you're welcome, and thank you for appreciating the reminder. Okay, Jed Batallones, thank you, coaches, for the inspiration. Heart, galing kay Coach Migs. Mark Anzale, process and continuous process. Hello to you, Clarice, self-growth over everything. Tapos ito yung binasa mo kanina, Coach, galing kay Coach Coach Migs. True, iba pa rin talaga ang nag-personal development kasi iba ang success hack ng personal growth. And then, Clarice said, vibrate high, and Sir Jun Kabusay, my dear friend, said, seize the moment. So ayan, thank you so much for allowing me to read those comments. And again, guys, please continue to share to us your comments and anything na napipick up po ninyo from this entire conversation. And we're hoping that we are inspiring you tonight. So Jerome?
Yes. Yung kanina, yung huling minention ni Coach Luis, it just remind me of yung quote ni, I think from Einstein, that he says, you cannot solve a problem by the same mind that created it.
Created it, yes.
Yeah. So parang like kasi Coach Luis, like before you said, this is ikaw yung ganon. So parang everything you think about to solve yung pa rin eh. But since you start yung journey nung self-discovery mo, everything starts changing. Parang you're using a different mind to solve all those things that's happening in your life. So kaya nagkaroon ng pagbabago. And I think I agree what you said, yung desire talaga to grow yourself, because anything will grow then. Now, I have a question regarding that, because right now, times are very challenging, especially also in your career, what you're doing, di ba? Yung, from financial planning to yung coaching, and because it involves interacting with people live eh. So, question ko lang is, how are you able to thrive at this, kasi despite na pandemic and everything, I believe you pivot eh. And right now, that's why you're doing well then. So how are you able to do that?
For us, no, talagang the moment that lockdown was announced, parang kumbaga, we took our time. Let's just say mga 1 month, no. But when we realized that okay, parang hindi pa babalik sa normal, parang ito na yon. So we had to really make a decision to embrace the what's happening, no. So I guess for us, no, what allowed us to thrive is kung meron mang unang group na nag-shift right away, no, to really plan and pivot, it was us. Parang hindi na kami naghintay na, although it's possible na bumalik sa normal, but for us, I guess we made a decision to really embrace the digital right away, and we experimented a lot of things. We experimented a lot of things as far as our business is concerned, no, and I guess for a lot of business owners, no, maybe until now we're experimenting a lot of things. For business owners, do not be afraid to experiment. Do not be afraid to explore and try out new things. For us, ang dami naming experiment, and I'm glad that a lot of those experiment resulted to great things, no. So una, as far as our business is concerned, nung pandemic, we tried FB ads, all of the things, and surprisingly, sobrang dami naming leads na nakuha from that. After that, nung nauso yung TikTok na, nito ng 2021, we tried TikTok naman, and a lot of our sales are coming from TikTok naman, from a lot of our team coming from TikTok naman. So for me, I guess it's really that desire to try out a lot of things, new things, explore, and at the same time invest talaga in digital assets, no. Invest talaga in digital assets, no, for I believe for the next coming years, maybe, I'm not sure as well, no. Kumbaga, this is the new normal. Kumbaga, we started embracing what is already and started planning for it. Talagang embracing the digital world, no, and trying out a lot of things, even if it means failing, even if it means sometimes spending a lot of money kasi nga experiment, 'di ba? But then for us, no, FB ads was parang the gift for us, no? And TikTok was the gift for us just because we tried it out. Parang ano merong time noon na on TikTok na parang, bakit gano'n? Hindi napapanood yung TikTok ko. Hindi siya, for some reason, hindi siya lumalabas talaga sa page ng mga tao. It's not gaining likes, it's not gaining views. I was about to give up already. Parang ayoko na nga mag-TikTok na to. No? Parang hindi naman to effective. But then,
Uh-huh.
still, sige, shoot tayo, video tayo. Sabi daw, 2 to 3 videos per day. O sige, kahit wala pa, still press on, no? Commit to do it still until that time. Until isang araw, nagulat na lang, may isang video na nag-pop up sa page ng mga tao, and that video, tuloy-tuloy na. Nag-create ng sale, nag-create ng recruit for us. So, yun. That heart to explore, that heart to still commit even if results are not showing up.
Parang yung sabi nga nila, 'di ba, yung there's this quote na never give up, fall 7 times but stand up 8 times. Parang be resilient, be really tenacious about it because results
Yeah.
not automatically, would eventually follow, right? So it just have to really, you have to really be patient about this because at the same time you have to grow yourself on the process, diba? You have to understand it, you have to really learn it. Yeah. Ako, Coach, I have another question for you. So since you are a millennial, right? And you're quite young for your age to be helping people, and yet you did it many times over, like ako, nag-discovery ako and I learned from you, right? So coach, as a life coach or as a transformational coach, what is the biggest challenge na na-experience mo all throughout your journey, and how did you overcome it?
Wow. Napaisip ako doon What was the biggest
Challenge.
challenge?
As a transformational coach, maybe it can be siguro para mas mabilis parang it can be related to you or it can be related to what you do as a coach, ganyan.
Yeah. For me, I guess it's it's parang with, di ba, when you hear the word life coach, when you hear the word transformational coach, it's mabigat. Do you agree with me? Di ba? It's mabigat eh. Kumbaga for me, parang I hold so much responsibility by calling myself as a coach. Diba? That being said, parang the challenge siguro or the struggle for me is na parang I have to always be at the top of my game. Parang I have to always be ano ba? Kumbaga, I have to make sure that my life is working. Diba? Kumbaga, I have to make sure that my life is working because I cannot coach people when kung ako mismo, my life is a mess, my life is not working, 'di ba? Parang
Yes.
Parang 'di ba? Parang overcoming that a part na kailangan I have to make my life work. So that means also when we started, also laging sinasabi ni tawag dito ni Coach Ra sa amin to really have a vehicle for us as our practice area. Okay? To have a vehicle as a practice area for us kasi parang during that time we were teaching, we were speaking, but the question is coming from what? Coming from which experience? So,
Yeah.
coming from what? Coming from which experience? So, the decision to explore the financial industry is coming from the question na, wait lang, ano bang practice area mo? 'Di ba? If you wanna be a facilitator, a coach, the question here is, how are you practicing those principles to your own life, to your own
Yeah.
business, na automatic will show results for you. So,
Mm-mm.
yun for me, I guess is a hard pill to swallow, no, na parang, okay, tama nga naman. How can I stand up and speak to a lot of people and teach commitment, teach, you
Yes.
know, teach success if I myself, wala naman akong practice area, wala naman akong practice ground that I can say to myself that I'm successful. So for me, I really had to find that vehicle, no, and I'm happy na with the vehicle naman that we were able to find. It's something that I find joy and bliss as well. So
Yeah.
yun for me, no, na realizing that na hindi ka pwedeng parang medyo nahihiya ako sabihin, no, kasi baka may mga ma-offend, no, but parang hindi mo pwedeng tawagin yung sarili mo as coach,
Coach.
life coach, transformational
Yes.
coach when your life is question mark. Yan.
Correct.
I believe na being called a life coach, transformational coach is really a responsibility, a big responsibility
True.
that you have to be parang magawa mo siya. It's not just a label for me, no. I personally believe that
Yes.
it's not just a label, but it's really something na when people see you, kumbaga they see your application sa buhay mo nung tinuturo mo, 'di ba? Kaya nga I remember nung isang seminar that I attended, my declaration for myself is I walk the talk. I had to
Mm-hmm.
remind myself that I have to walk the talk. Kasi parang ang pangit naman, 'di ba, na may mga coachy ako tapos they see that hindi naman yun na-apply ni coach yun eh. Parang ang hirap paniwalaan, ang hirap lunukin. yun.
Correct.
Hindi ko alam kung nasagot ko rin siya ng tama
Yes.
or I was able to relay pero yun yung I guess one of the things na I had to overcome.
Mm. And that is so beautiful, coach. Ang ganda nung naging reply mo sa amin. And true, kasi right now, especially since nagkaroon ng pandemic, right? Parang right
Mhm.
now, whenever I go to my feed, parang left and right, top and bottom, all over me, there's too many coaches already. Parang coach here, coach dyan. Alam mo, sabi nga ng asawa ko, parang lahat na lang ng tao naging coach. Ano nangyari? Pero I totally agree with you because that's also one thing that our mentor, si Blair Singer, he's the one who certified us for the trainer. Kami ni Jerome, pareho kaming mentored by him, and we took his program in Singapore pa to, train the trainer program. And when we asked him about this also, that's also his what do you call this? Insight so far, because nga it's so easy for people or for yourself to label yourself as somebody na coach, right? Pero tama, if you are not the person practicing whatever it is that you are preaching, and you don't have the result to show, parang it is a responsibility talaga, 'di ba? Kasi hindi, ang kawawa kasi yung mga taong naniniwala. Right? Yung it's a responsibility for
Agree.
the other
Agree,
people.
agree.
You may be making a lot of money, but at the end of the day, integrity-wise, right? And then, number two, paano naman yung mga tao na naniniwala at sumusunod doon sa sinasabi mo or itinuturo mo? 'Di ba? So, yeah, parang ano siya, blind leading the blind. Tama ba? Yun yung term doon, 'di ba?
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanna
Ayun.
hear Sir Jerome's thoughts around that.
Which one? Yeah.
Yung
Ano?
done. Yung
Yung
coaching
sa...
is a responsibility.
Ah, okay. Actually, yung kanina nasa isip, I don't know kung ito yung ano, but okay, nothing to yung coach muna. I just realized something. Kasi when you were sharing about yung parents mo,
Mhm.
tas we question things, tapos yung situation ngayon, it's always this word uncertainty. Then sabi ko, saan ko ba nakuha? Then I just realized, di ba si Tony Robbins, meron siya yung 6 human needs. And at that time,
Mm.
sabi ko, bakit kasama uncertainty sa needs ng tao? Then I just realized, yun sabi din pala niya, because once something uncertain comes out, you start searching for meaning.
Yeah.
Kasi
Mm.
kung wala yun, parang wala lang. Life goes on. But once something
Kumbaga,
uncertain comes out, yeah, di ba, you start questioning, then you go deeper, parang bakit
right,
ganun?
right.
So, yeah,
Mm.
I just realized that now, yun. Now, going back
Yeah.
sa coach. Yeah, I agree. Kasi everything has to start with you. Like what Joanna always say din, di ba? Yung sabi mo yung kaya sa airplane, pag nag-drop yung oxygen mask, lagay mo muna
Yeah.
sa'yo before lagay mo sa iba.
Yeah,
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 Mm.
yeah.
it has to start
I
with
love
you.
that I love that
Analogy
example.
na,
Gusto ko yun.
Analogy.
Yeah,
yeah.
yung analogy, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
so,
Yan, pero ano, no offense naman. Kumbaga parang wala tayong pinapatamaan. And I
Yeah,
don't think
agree,
coach,
agree.
parang sabi mo kasi kanina na baka mamaya may mag-react or what.
Oo.
Guess
mhm.
what? Kapag nag-react po kayo, online audience, possible po. Check within yourself. Bakit po
Ay,
kayo
nako.
tinamaan? Right? Kasi
Uh,
kung if ano yun eh, parang if it's not something that's
mhm.
parang ano ba, dapat hindi ka maapektuhan kung hindi mo naman siya ginagawa in the very first place.
Tama.
So wala po
Yeah.
kaming miningin dito.
Yeah, okay, may naisip na ako regarding yung coach. Kasi before, pag sinabi ko panahon ko, no, parang tagal na, no? Okay, panahon ko kasi wala pang coach. When you say coach kasi, either basketball coach ka, track and field,
Basketball. Yeah.
yung mga ganun lang, eh, diba? And then later on, panay coach. Kasi
Voice
before, nung
coach.
panahon ko, it's mostly title or career ba? Yung engineer ka, doctor ka, those are
Right.
Lawyer.
important
Architect.
yung title. And for you to get yung title, it's not easy. 4, 5 years, sometimes 10 years in college to get yung PhD lang and everything.
Correct.
Kasi right now, parang yun, having yung title as coach, parang ano, you just wake up one day, uy, coach, so ako na rin yung ganon. Parang naging ganon. So parang sometimes we want to protect yung ano rin eh, yung
Yes,
integrity
Yeah,
of
that's
correct.
of,
true.
of
Kasi
this
parang
thing.
yes, parang it's just something that you just loosely toss around. Nawala na yung value niya, nawala na yung pagka-privilege niya. 'Di ba? Kasi
Correct.
parang halimbawa, going back doon sa sinabi mo, Jerome, na before nga, when you say coach, coaches are into the sports. But before these coaches, halimbawa, basketball, right? Before they become a coach, talagang inaral nila yung field, and then
Yeah.
they are very
Uh-huh.
much involved, right?
Yeah, hindi lang inaral. Kasi for instance, like sa basketball, yung Golden State Warrior, head coach niya si Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr won a championship before with Michael Jordan. Meaning they're there. They experience the whole thing. Yun. Kasi ngayon parang naging ganun. For me, it's like give you an integrity to it. Kasi parang I saw yung mga like Coach Luis, I mean, they really invest money, time, lahat
Time,
to
effort.
build
Yeah.
everything so that they can help more people yung proper way. Kasi I
Yes.
mean, people who enrolled din sa mga program natin, Joanna, di ba? Like, I saw how dedicated they are, spending those time, precious time. Yeah.
Correct.
So for
Correct.
me, it's like really, like what Coach Louis was saying, build yourself up talaga. To parang, I would say, to qualify. Yeah.
Correct.
Para
And also
mabigyan ng
parang
integrity.
umulan na ng malakas, kaya pala naglolo ko ang internet ko.
Oh, okay.
Ano din, going back din, ito something to na lagi kong favorite sabihin, Coach and Jerome, 'di ba? You always hear me. You cannot be a pusher unless you are the user, but not on the bad context, ha. Kumbaga parang halimbawa, parang ano lang yun, the idea behind is that before you can say that something is really nice, dapat ginagamit mo yan, ina-apply mo yan. So parang, kunwari, let's make it as simple as supplement or beauty products, right? Ako lagi ko sinasabi, kunwari,
Correct,
beauty
correct.
products, why
Tama.
would you sell a beauty product? Tapos when I look at you, hindi ko naman nakikita na
Yeah.
gumagana ba yung product in the very first place. So, you have to really use it muna and then get the results first, acquire everything na parang you have to show me talaga na healthy ka, I look at you, you're very
Mm.
fit, maganda ka,
Correct.
maganda yung skin mo. Hindi siya yung physical na ang ganda, parang ganyan. Pero yung all in all, kumbaga parang halimbawa, nakikita ko sa skin mo talaga na maganda talaga yung product mo, right? So parang ganun lang siya, the idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It reminds me din yung kanina sinabi ni Coach Luis kasi continuous yan eh. Yung personal development, yung learning, ganon. It reminds me yung doon sa 7 habits, yung habit 7. Ano tawag doon? Ano habit 7? Oh my gosh. Sharpen the saw.
Sharpen the show.
Sharpen the saw.
Okay, sharpening the saw. Kasi like when people say sharpening the saw, I read this book, parang I attend this seminar. If you really study in 7 habits kasi, habit 7, the keyword is renewal. And it's just one aspect na getting knowledge, but it's yung 4 aspect. Like I think what's a discovery, what they're teaching. I think mental, spiritual, health,
Yeah.
din, something, yung 4. That's why for me, reading books, sometimes, but yung, let's say, program ng discovery. Kasi after you finish yung discovery, pag walk out mo, yung parang something change eh. And for me, that's what you call renewal because it touches yung 4
Renewed.
aspect eh. Yan talaga yung
Yeah.
habit 7. Kasi for me as a coach, you have to continue, parang renewal, yung parang, like, who you are 5 years ago, hindi na pareho today. Tapos the next 5 years, iba na. Yung parang you keep renewing. Walang
Yes.
katapusan. And that's yung habit
Correct.
7. Yeah, the overall habit. Actually, keyword is renewal. If you really study the 7 habits, yun.
Yes. Tsaka parang ano, 'di ba? Parang halimbawa the goal, 'di ba sabi nga sa book ni Vishen Lakiani, Buddha and the Badass. Nako, coach, sorry, favorite ko to every week sa mga regular viewers po namin. Lagi kong binabanggit ang Buddha and the Badass. Sobrang addicted ko ako sa libro na to. Sabi niya,
Natatawanan si Sir Jerome sa'yo.
yes.
No,
Kasi,
ito naman sasabi ko, if you are a CEO like Joanna, it's a must-read book for CEO.
Okay.
Yan lang. Kaya ma-addict ka doon because it gives you
I
all
get
the,
so.
parang ang daming nitty-gritty stuff you will need as a CEO to run the company.
So true.
Yeah.
When I read it, because it was recommended to me, Coach, segue lang ako, Coach, saka sa mga viewers po natin. Hi, Coach Ras! Hello, Ras!
Hi, Coach!
Hi, Coach Ras.
Ayan, yan si Coach Ras.
Kasi sabi sa akin ni Jerome, sis, basahin mo yung Buddha and the Badass. Grabe, ang dami mo mapipick up. Yung mga sinasabi doon ni Vision sa book, some of them ginagawa na natin kay Laurus, some of them sinasabi mo, yung iba doon ginagawa mo na. And then when I started reading it, Coach, para talaga ako para ako napunta sa isang different world and I became so addicted dun sa libro kasi 4 na libro ang kinakaadikan ko right now. One of them recommended to me by Coach Ras, The Mastery of Love. Yan, Don Miguel Ruiz. Sobrang
Don Miguel
addict ako
Ruiz,
dyan.
yeah.
Atomic Habits, 12 Pillars of Success, saka Buddha and the Badass. These are my top 4 books right now. So dun nga po sa Buddha and the Badass, lagi niya sinasabi din na parang the ultimate goal should be growth. Kumbaga parang halimbawa, when I see you 10 years ago, bakit mas mukha kang bata right now? So that for me only means na you are doing something about yourself. Kaya ka nagmumukhang bata. And when I talk to you, you are on a different level. And according din dun sa book, parang it would be nice when your friends who you met a month ago is going to ask you, what happened to you? That would be a good, signal that something nice really happened in your life when they cannot determine or they cannot tell the person who you are right now, yung lahat ng mga changes mo sa sarili mo. Ayun. So,
yeah, sa Buddha, di ba, John, sa first part kasi ng book, like, he parang reintroduce yung Maslow hierarchy.
Yes,
Yeah,
siya.
so that's why you have to continuous growth siya until yung reach yung, actually, 1970-something, yung Maslow, he just added yung pinaka-top eh. Ano yung pinakahuli? Yung
Transcendence.
Self,
Transcendence, yeah.
Transcendence.
It was just
Yes. So
added
it's an
lately.
oo, kasi yun na yung level ni Vision.
Mhm.
So, ayun po. So, kung naghahanap po kayo ng libro na mababasa, I highly recommend this book. If you're, ano lang po, hindi po siya pang CEO lang. If you are a leader, whether,
yeah.
whether you
Yeah,
have a
fully the
team that you
team.
are, yeah,
If you are,
that you are managing, or kahit wala ka pa pong team, but you believe that you are a leader, then this book is a must for you. I'm telling you guys, you would never regret investing on this book. Grabe. As
wow.
in, every time I open it, parang there's something new na nare-reveal na naman sa akin. Kasi, ano to, coach segue na naman, if you want to, sabi nga, if you really want to incorporate everything about the book na binabasa mo, read it over and over again for 1 month. Focus on that book alone. Do not jump into
Correct,
another.
correct.
1 month,
Correct,
ito
that's
lang.
true.
Yeah.
Para kumbaga, babad na babad, permit.
Yes,
Diba?
coach. Kasi 'di ba parang ano siya, parang ano din, parang self-growth din. The person that you are yesterday is different from the person that you are right now. So yung understanding mo yesterday is different from how you understand things right now because you keep on leveling up. So your level as a person also levels up. Yan. So, I believe, ayan, sabi ni
May
Ra,
pahabol ako.
True.
go,
Sige.
go.
Okay, I just reminded din yung quote ni James Arthur Ray. James Arthur Ray is one nasa The Secret, yung movie The Secret. What else? Yeah, he says this: the power to win in life comes from two things. First is you must study, understand, and immerse. Study, understand, immerse. Babad yourself
And
in
immerse.
anything which gives you power. Tapos avoid at all anything yung parang that disempower you. Avoid it. So you only stick within ano. So I always remember you have to study, understand. Kasi first you study, then you begin to understand, then immerse. Like that's
Yeah.
what Joanne is doing.
Yeah.
Immerse yourself.
Yun. Okay. Thank you so
Sige,
much
sorry.
for that wonderful insight. Grabe yung conversation
Ayan,
na to,
napa-add
coach.
to
No?
cart.
Parang,
Para kang, madam, para kang nag-live selling, may mga nag-add to cart.
alam mo po ba, coach? Kasi nga, diba, the best pushers are always the
Correct,
users.
correct, correct.
Oo. So ako po, coach, may ano ko. I am walang yabang, but I'm really good into
The
selling.
promoter.
Because when I do something, when I promote or parang pag inalok ko yung isang bagay, it's because I'm coming from my own experiences kasi. Kasi talagang naging passionate ako. Parang halimbawa kahit movie lang, coach, or TV series, tanungin mo ko ano yung favorite TV series ko. Nako, bebenta ko talaga sa'yo at hindi matatapos ang buong linggo na yan na hindi mo pinanood yan. Ganon ako, coach, because ano talaga ako, very passionate ako pag-share because nga, I'm
Halata
coming
naman.
from that position, coach, na because I use it. That's why dito sa kay Laurus Enterprises, I'm passionate also with what we are doing kay Laurus because I am a product of my product. Yun siya.
Correct, correct. Yeah.
Ayun. Salamat, Darvin. Nako, Vision, if you're listening to me, my gosh, I've sold you a lot of copies already.
Shout out to you, Vision.
Yes, I hope you're listening. Thank you, Coach Ras. Sabi ni Coach Ras dito, I love you, Raf. Kasi sabi ni
Raf.
Raf, kaya sobrang idol ko si Coach Ras kasi hindi lang dahil sa galing niya magturo at mag-produce ng results, pero yung makita at makasama ko din siya ng mga trainings na ina-attendan natin, grabe, iba. Through that, Raf, kasi if you can see and if you're listening right now to Coach Luis, and if you're going to go back dun sa previous interview namin with Coach Migs, and if you watch or you've been part of the Takeoff Summit, Coach Luis and Coach Migs, there are both products of Coach Ras. So the result that they have, the person that they have become, the amazing people that you are listening to right now, it's because they have a really great mentor and a great coach in the form of Coach Ras. So I love you, Coach. Looking forward to going back. Ayan. Okay. Ngayon, Coach Luis, this is the part na super secret na hindi ko sinabi talaga at
Oo
all
nga.
sa because this is the ito yung ano, lagi kong inaabangan talaga sa conversation. This is the pop-up, okay? So, in the pop-up section, Coach, I'm going to ask you a word or a phrase or a question, and the first
Okay.
thing that pops into your mind. That's
Parang
why
fast
it's
talk yan ah.
yes, the very first thing, yun po yung sasabihin mo. No explanation, no assessment, okay? But, dahil ako yung host, i-itsapwera ko muna si Jerome because I am the host for the podcast. I may ask you kapag na-curious po ako. Bye, Jerome. Isinipa ko muna si Jerome.
May follow-up
Alright.
questions pag na-curious.
May follow-up question ako. So, Coach, are you ready for our
Oh,
pop-up questions?
ready. Let's
I love
go.
that. Yes, Coach, balikan ko lang yung comment kaninang-kanina pang nag-umpisa tayo. You look so blooming daw. So, syempre may mga nanunokso. Ano daw ba yung sikreto mo? Bakit ka sobrang blooming?
Bakit ako sobrang ano, hindi, number one is alam niyo naman, syempre, newly engaged, yan. Number two, siguro ano to, no, dala ng aking every morning meditation. Yan, ang aking morning meditation, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. morning meditation ko.
Wow. So, Coach, actually, that is my first pop-up question. What is the most important activity of the day for you? So, is it meditation or something else pa prior to meditation?
For me, it's really the routine in the morning, no, which is I mentioned nga, I start my day with the meditation and prayer, and then I play worship songs also in the morning. Tapos after nun, dire-diretso na. For me, that's the most important routine of the day talaga.
Parang
Kasi
ano
pag
yun, Coach?
kasi pag I notice, no, pag hindi ako nagagawa yung routine, parang ang bagsak ng energy, ganyan. But then, I notice myself also sometimes antok-antok pa pag gumising. Pero after doing the meditation, the routine, parang gising na,
That's so
ready
nice.
na.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. So, next pop-up question. When is or what is your first speaking engagement in a very large crowd?
Hala, oh my God.
Naalala
Hindi ko
mo pa ba?
hala, what is my first speaking engagement in a very large crowd? Shucks, hindi ko na maalala kung ano yung pinaka-first.
Sa sobrang dami na po. Sa sobrang dami na ng ano mo, no? Ng ano, na mga, ano ba, hinost mo and facilitate mo na event.
Oo.
Sige.
Pero
Alright.
siguro,
Okay.
pero siguro, on a very large crowd, pinakamadami, I guess it's in a school. I was invited to talk to a school. It's sa school in Cavite, no. Apparently it's yung classmate ko, teacher siya doon. So I was invited to do a career talk. Ano siya, parang buong college. So I guess that's the biggest crowd that I
Ah,
had.
wow. And it's a huge achievement also, Coach
Oo.
Luis, diba? To go back to
Yeah,
your alma
super.
mater. Yes.
Hindi ko
Okay.
siya alma mater. Ano
Ay,
lang,
hindi.
parang,
Wow.
hindi ko siya alma mater. Ano lang, yung classmate ko nung college is a teacher in a college, in a certain college in
Mm,
Cavite. Tapos, she
okay.
invited me to do a career talk
Ang
for
galing.
the whole college.
That's so lovely. Okay, another question. What is the very first motivational quote that pops into your mind right now?
Very first motivational quote. For me, it's still when you grow yourself, everything else around you grow.
I love that. Okay. Next question. Who is the very first bigger than
Ayun,
life
teka,
person? Ha?
teka lang, sorry. Ayun, pinaalala sa akin ni Coach Ras, isa pa yan pala, pinaka-first ko is the Discovery Davao. Yan. I guess
Oh.
it's 100 participants. That time, ang role ko lang mag-good morning, mag-say hello, hello.
No
Mag-opening pa
joke.
lang. Kasi bago pa lang
Oo.
ako noon. Mag-opening pa lang. Opening lang, ganun. Pray lang. So,
Oo.
ayan. Thank you. Buti pa si Coach Ras na alala niya.
Tsaka kasi going back to dun sa sinasabi mo, Coach Luis, na dojo eh. You need your
Yeah,
practice ground. Right? Oo.
correct.
So, okay. All right. So next question. Who is the very first bigger than life person you met that made you so excited or parang to the point na parang napaparalyze or na-speechless ka? Bigger than life person.
Siyempre si Coach Ras.
Ah,
Oo, si Coach Ras talaga, no? The first time I met him, parang, totoo ba? Totoo ba tong taong to? Parang gano'n, no? With my experience of him, no, nung una, parang, um, 'di ba, when you meet Coach Ras, parang close na siya agad sa'yo, parang very accommodating, parang,
yes. Okay. All right. Another
mm.
question. What is the very first act of generosity you did for this week? For this week.
For this week, we brought our team here dito sa farm ni Coach Ross, and we did a 4 days transformation camp for them. It's
Wow.
Oo, for me, generosity na rin, kasi kumbaga a lot of them are young. So,
Uh-huh.
talagang we shouldered everything na para makarating sila dito. All the transportation, the food, all of that.
Wow. That's so generous talaga. Sige.
Mm-mm.
Coach, if you have a chance, what is the first superpower that you want to acquire? Kasi sobrang
Um,
ano yung top one for you?
siguro maging ano, maging paano ba yun? Parang makausap yung mga dead. Makausap ko yung magkaroon ako ng telephone pa heaven. Parang pwede ba yun? Superpower, 'di ba? Para oo,
'Di
para
ba? Coach, pag nagkaroon ka
makakommunicate,
niyan, pag nagkaroon ka niyan, pahiram ako. Punta ako sa
'di ba?
bahay mo, inom ako.
Oo, para magkaroon ng
I love that.
telephone to heaven.
Oo, gusto ko 'yan. Gusto ko 'yang
Mm.
superpower na 'yan. Sige. What is the very first dish that you ever cooked? Nagluluto ka po ba?
Yes. Oo. Ano pa lang, newbie, try lang. The very first dish that I cook, pork steak.
Ang sarap! I love that. Gusto ko 'yan. Okay.
Pork
What is
steak.
ano po yung first luxury you ever bought yourself?
First luxury I ever bought myself. Siguro first. I guess phone.
Hmm. Usually,
Phone.
no, talaga, kasi nga mahal talaga ang telepono eh.
Mm.
Okay.
Oo,
Sige.
phone.
What is the where is the first dance you did in public?
Naku, ang dami na. Parang elementary pa lang ata ako, no?
Talaga?
My
Mas
mom, ma- Oo, because my mom is a teacher, no? So dahil teacher siya, sa lahat ng school na tinuturuan niya, syempre doon ako nag-e-enroll, no? And then ang mom ko dahil teacher siya, no, lahat na lang ng event, ako ang volunteer. Lahat ng event ako ang volunteer, no? So, I guess elementary pa lang napakadaming sayaw ko nang nagawa in public, no? Lahat, promise, sayaw, tula, spelling contest, spelling bee, quiz bee, lahat na lang binolunteer ako ng nanay ko.
That's so nice. All right. Last pop-up question. What is the first word that comes to mind when you think of Luis Go?
Ako, ano talaga, bliss. Yan, no? So, that's why I named my page The Daily Bliss. When I heard the word bliss talaga, parang it's something that I see myself parang and kumbaga, I want to describe myself as bliss talaga. Yun.
All right. That is the pop-up for you, Coach Luis. You see, sobrang madali lang. And the reason that we are doing the pop-up so that your friends and the Laurus community, if ever man kilala ka nila, they're going to have a different perspective of you so that they get to know you on a different angle naman. And thank you so much for answering all the questions that we have. And right now, let us welcome back Jerome.
Welcome back!
Hi.
Ayan. All
Yeah,
right.
Lagi ka palang napapaalis, Sir Jerome.
Now I just realized one thing, no. I think this episode we mentioned so much of Coach Russ. To tell you din, Coach Luis, our first season, first episode, ang guest namin is Coach Russ
Si Coach
din.
Ras.
Yeah. Di ba, Johanna? First
Yes.
season, first episode. Then I realized something. Kasi earlier we're discussing about yung being a coach, you have to transform yourself. Kasi eto lang na-realize ko ngayon, like Coach Russ, once he does that, he become attractive to those people who also want to transform. So I think that's one of the key rin if you're living a genuine
Yeah.
life of transformation.
Yep.
You become
Yep.
attractive to it. Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep. That's true, no? People are automatically attracted to you. Kumbaga people automatically want to be in your space because of how they see your life, how they see how you live your life.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Tama. Okay, I have a next question then. Now, in our world today of young people, a lot of young people who are looking to find ways to transform themselves and build their identity. What advice would you give them? Kasi like, I would go back sa panahon ko. Ang importante yung title, position sa company, ganon. And most of the, I wouldn't say transformational, but mga personal growth program, normally company ang
Right.
it's always like that. Para yung effectivity ng mga employee nila and everything.
Employee.
But today is very different. Kasi I like to quote I like yung quote ni Vision, I think from his first book. Sabi niya, extraordinary people don't have career, but have a mission. Yun. So, what advice would you give like for young people like, I think I need to change din. Kasi ngayon parang daming ganun eh. Before kasi parang ko wala masyado. So, what advice would you give them?
I agree with you, no, Sir Jerome. The thing with the generation ngayon, the Gen Z, parang they are very open. They are really into learnings. Parang kakaiba sila mag-isip talaga, no? But if there's one thing na gusto kong i-advise, no, on how they can start their journey, if they're starting, magsimula muna dun sa mga free events, 'di ba? Expose themselves to the free events, YouTube, read books, and I guess no, what worked for me is to really find a community, a mentor, someone na they think na they can expose themselves, who will believe in them. I guess that really helped me a lot, no, in my own journey to think that there's someone who believes in me, na, 'di ba? Someone who believes in me, na someone who will journey with me, and someone who went ahead of me that I know na pwede ko ring ma-achieve. So yun yung advice ko, no, to look for someone who maybe they can be mentored, they can learn from this person, even if, kasi to be honest, kami ni Mix, we started with Coach Ras as as intern talaga, as mentee na we're just here to absorb every learning as possible as we can. Even without pay, So, yung ma-share ko sa mga sa mga young people ngayon to find a community wherein they will feel love, they will grow, in which they can find their mentors. So sa TikTok nga, I also received those questions So those questions na paano nga ba magsisimula. Ang lagi kong sinasabi, hanapin mo yung community doon sa gusto mong area. Kasi iba-iba di ba? Like, for example, yung iba, they wanna focus on digital marketing. For some, they wanna focus on, investments, finance. So, you find a community wherein they can cater someone like you, they can teach someone like you, they can mentor someone like you. And then, in exchange, maybe give value rin, pabalik sa kanila, no? Kahit not necessarily money, but kung ano yung value na pwede mong mai-offer. And be willing to learn, be willing to give value by giving your time, energy, and effort kung wala pang money. Yun talaga. Expose yourself as much as you can.
Tama. Actually, even sa M.M.I, it mentioned environment is actually more powerful than willpower.
That's true.
So meaning
That's
putting
true.
yourself, doon sa environment,
so
sa
true.
community, I think it becomes easier din. Kasi Joanna, remember doon sa atomic habit din. Sometimes if it's hard, difficult for you to change a certain habit, you put yourself, meaning you change your environment mo. Once you change, it becomes easier kasi to develop things. Yun.
Yeah,
Yes.
kasi kahit anong gusto mong change for yourself, but then when you're surrounded with people na who will put you down, who will say negative things about you, parang it's not gonna be sustainable for you, kumbaga, kasi mag-isa ka lang.
Yes. Oo. Ito sinabi ko to kagabi, Coach Alone you can do so little, but together you can do so much.
Yeah.
There's the power in the we, right?
That's true.
Mas marami kang the dream team. Parang you really can achieve so much when you have this team rallying beside you. Yun. So that's the most important.
Yeah. And I think para kasing when you have the community, no, or when you have a mentor, no, parang that serves as your anchor na okay, when I continue to do what I'm doing now, that's the possibility that I can achieve just by seeing my mentor, my coach. Yan yung possibilities na nangyari sa kanya. Possible din na mangyari yan sa akin. Kumbaga, parang they will serve as an inspiration, an anchor for you to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve with your life.
Yes. Thank you so much, Coach Luis. Yes. So, right now, allow me, Coach, lang na i-promote natin yung mga events ni Laurus Enterprises to all the people who is currently tuned in to us. And at the same time, if this is your first time to experience Laurus Enterprises and even this Manifest Master Inspire, we want to thank you once again for being with us. And I'd like to also apologize kasi sobrang labo ko, I believe, kasi I'm looking at pumunta ako sa page and nakita ko sobrang labo ko talaga. Naglolo ko po yung internet ko because it's raining cats and dogs and hippopotamus and elephant. Lahat na po. Lahat na ng malalaking animals umuulan dito sa amin. Grabe po talaga.
Yeah,
Kung
pag yung pera umulan, saluhin mo.
Gusto ko din yan. Pag pera ang umulan, gusto ko yan.
Coach, pag pera yung umuulan dito, wala na ako sa screen kasi busy na akong mag-collect.
Busy ka na sumalo.
Yes, isasahod ko lahat ng mga timba at drums ko dito. So, ngayon, Coach, allow me to invite all our friends. Once again, Laurus Enterprises, we are an events organizing company. We're doing the Millionaire Mind Intensive, the National Achievers Congress, and we are also currently partnering with Success Resources to bring you the Unleash the Power Within. So, ever since the pandemic happened, we have successfully transitioned to the virtual setup. And because of that, I'd like to invite you to the next run of the Unleash the Power Within, happening on September 17 to 20, wherein you'll have a chance to learn directly from the man himself, the world's number one business strategies, Mr. Tony Robbins. And in this 4-day event po, it's going to be live virtual 360 interactive experience that will help you unleash all the potential inside you, despite all these crazy things that's happening around you. You will be transformed and you will be able to identify and destroy the invisible enemy that prevents you from living your life based on your terms and break through the obstacles in your way. You are also be able to overcome if currently po may depression kayo. This can help you overcome the depression and prepare you for a massive breakthrough. You are also going to learn or master the 4 steps success formula. That is the number one reason why people get richer and poor people get poorer. The best thing about this program po, because this is based on Australia or Sydney time, it's going to be, halos pareho po siya ng oras natin. I believe it's going to start ng mga 8 or 9 a.m. and it's going to be finished ng mga 8 or 9 p.m. po. So, maganda po i-take advantage po ninyo yung schedule na to this coming September 20 to 21 and get the chance to learn from Mr. Tony Robbins himself. Another program po that I want to invite you, and that is happening na po this coming weekend, September 4 to 5 nga ba? It's called September 4 to 5 from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's called the Authority Masterclass, wherein you would learn how to have or how to master what it takes to make exceptional money. Mr. Robert Riopel himself will give you the insights and skills needed to truly set yourself apart from the competition. So it's going to be 2-day event po, and currently our regular rate is 9,850. But because you are watching us right now, I have a special gift only for you. And if you really want to be the authority person in whatever industry that you are in, I am inviting you to enroll to this program. And instead of paying 9,850, you can bring one person with you for free if you enroll today until tomorrow. Okay? So it's going to be buy one, take one. So you can look for a partner, and instead of paying 9,850 all by yourself, now you can divide it with somebody, and together you can become the authority key. All right? So another program that I want to invite you, that would be the Pillars, wherein we are going to partner, or we are partnering up with Coach Irving Chin. The Pillars of the Foundation is a 4-month course on how to effectively trade the stock market. The beautiful thing about this, together with Coach Irving and the so many coaches po within the Pillars, all of them, they are already walking the talk. They are going to teach you the basics or the foundations on how you can successfully become a stock market trader and get consistent result, all through the program of the Pillars po. And currently, we are offering an early bird rate for this program po. So, If you want to know more about this program, we will be putting in the comment section the links where you can enroll. And at the same time, feel free to call us at 0917-5133-456. Also, Coach Luis, please allow me to invite our friends. If this is the first time, once again, that you have encountered Manifest Master Inspire or Laurus Enterprises, I am inviting you to please like and follow Laurus Enterprises in all our social media handles. You can follow us at Facebook. Currently, we're doing this live here on Facebook. And we are streaming it live also in our YouTube channel. You can also get to connect with us through our Instagram, LinkedIn, and also Laika handles. And there's no guarantee. Sabi ko po kanina a while ago, right? There are no guarantees in life. You don't know what's going to happen later or tomorrow. But there is an exemption. In every rule, there is an exemption. What is the exemption? If you like and follow Laurus Enterprises, and if right now you get tons of value from this conversation we are having with Coach Luis, I am guaranteeing you that you would continue to pick up nuggets of gold from all the previous interviews we have already conducted here in the Manifest Master Inspire. Nandiyan na po sa Facebook page namin and YouTube po namin lahat ng mga Manifest Master Inspire episodes namin together with Coach Raz, with Coach Migs, with Coach Gina. Also, at the start of the pandemic, meron po kaming Do Nation wherein we have interviewed some of the world's top trainers and speakers, international people po. And through that, you are going to learn from their own journey. Meron din po kaming What Actually Works, wherein it's a 30-minute video lang po. And you will get to learn from some of the most amazing Filipinos of our time right now, and you can really learn from their own journey and from their own experiences. Meron din po kaming The Journey wherein it's a one-on-one interview naman po done by Jerome San wherein he talked to several people and they shared all their struggles, all the successes in their lives, and what made them the person that they are right now. All of this po available in our Facebook and also on our YouTube page. Okay, and now Coach Luis, ang dami mo pong shinare na insight sa amin. So marami po akong na-pick up from our conversation. However, dahil mabilis po kayo magsalita, I hope mabasa ko po siya. Kasi mabagal ako magsulat. So
Yan
for
ang gusto
all
ko. Ang summarization ni Madam.
Yes. So for our friends, let me know in the comment section po kung pareho po tayo ng na-take note from this entire conversation from Coach Luis. I'm going to read a few lang po kung ano po yung parang tingin ko for me personally are the most important takeaways that I have from this conversation. So, the very first thing that I wrote down, Coach Luis, and for all our online audience, allow yourself to go through the process and surround yourself with people who are going to support and understand you in your current situation. Next thing, be honest with yourself with things that you need to work on so that you can start changing or your growth, right? And then also together with that, choose to show up for yourself, to say yes and play bigger things, to say yes to something that can help people, and say no to things that will make you just comfortable. All right? Because when you are in your comfort zone, you can never grow. Okay? Devote burning hours. I love this, coach. Devote burning hours to grow yourself because when you do, everything around you grows too. Diba? Yan. Your health, your financial success, whatever and whoever you are right now, that is all byproduct of your self-development. Be on top of your game. Make sure that your life is working. You cannot at all. This is so important. You cannot coach people if your life is a mess. Okay? Have a vehicle to serve as a practice area. Ito po yung sinabi ni Coach Luis, so that you can become the best coach to people, right? Always remember, how can I teach to people if I myself is not committed? Ang ganda, right? Being a coach, this is for everybody. If you want to be a coach, always remember, being a coach, it's not just a label. It's never a title. It is a responsibility. And last, find a community that can mentor someone like you, and in exchange, provide value. Be willing to learn and give your time and money and effort as well. Yan po. Those are some of my notes from our 2-hour conversation from Coach Luis. Yes, Jerome.
Yes, sis yung Mind Valley membership.
Yes, yes. We are also inviting you. Hindi, finocus ko lang kasi Coach ko, Jerome, ko ano yung upcoming natin. But
Okay.
I thank you for reminding me, to our community and everyone watching us right now. We are so proud and happy to inform you that Laurus Enterprises, yours truly, we are currently the business partner or the partner of Mind Valley here in the Philippines. Kaya no wonder po, addicted ako kay Vision. Not only in his book na Buddha and the Badass, even po dun sa other book niya na Code of the Extraordinary Person. Yan. So right now, because we are a partner of Vision, we are bringing you this program. It's called Mind Valley Membership, wherein you are going to get to experience the world's best personal growth programs on one revolutionary online learning platform. The beautiful thing about this Mind Valley membership po, it is accessible to you, available to you 24/7. So, kahit anong oras, kahit anong araw, pwede po kayong mag-start na matuto from 30 plus teachers, trainers, and speakers inside the Mind Valley membership app. And the best thing about this po, right now, because we are currently partnered with them, we are offering you a very special discount. Only available po if you enroll to Laurus Enterprises. And on top of that, only when you enroll to Laurus Enterprises, you are going to have a free access to live book quest worth $500. Okay? You get a discount, plus you get a free access to live book quest worth $500. So please give us a call at 0917-5133-456 if you want to learn more and start learning. Ito po, regardless of any area of your life po, provided po yan. Lahat po, makikita po ninyo yan sa Mind Valley app. Just like right now, I want to share to you, nag-start po ako, I'm starting on my yoga. And I'm currently on my second week po. Ayan. Sheila, can we please show them? Naghang? Ito po. Ayan. So currently po, nakasubscribe ako ngayon to the Mind Valley Yoga. Yan po. So every morning po yan, part na po siya na so far, part po siya. Isa po yan sa mga habits na binibuild ko to do an everyday yoga, and through the Mind Valley membership app po, I am able to do that. So everything, all the trainings po in the Mind Valley app, it will take you about 10 to 20 minutes every day lang po, and then you get to start learning already. So katulad po ako, naka-enroll ako sa Be Extraordinary, sa M-Word, Rapid Transformational, Super Reading, Super Brain, The 6 Phases of Meditation, 7 Days to Breaking Up with Sugar. Lahat po yan, program ko po yan. So sabay-sabay ko po yan, pero according po yan on my own pace. Yan. So thank you so much, Jerome, for the reminder, and also thank you so much, Coach Luis, for allowing me to share that to all the friends that we have. Coach Luis, maraming salamat po for allocating 2 hours or more than 2 hours of your time and for answering 10,966 plus questions sa loob lang ng 2 oras.
I'm so happy to be here with you, Madam, and Sir Jerome. I'm so happy to share energy with you and at the same time to share rin sa ating Laurus community. Grabe guys, sobrang daming tawag dito, learning materials that you can browse from their page, especially from the stories from their previous interviews. So I hope you take the opportunity to check out those videos. I'm sure it will be a lot of value. So yon no, magsimula na kayong manood-nood. Starting point ng personal growth. Yan. So
Yes,
thank you so much, Ren, for everyone who tuned in with us tonight. Maraming salamat. And thank you
yes.
for inviting me here.
Opo. Coach, what would be your, can we ask you for your parting message po for our viewers tonight? And at the same time, I'm sure po many of our viewers, yung iba po silent lang po kasi sila. And also, for those na nasa team replay, if ever po that they want to continue learning from you or they want to connect with you, saan ka po ba nila po pwedeng ma-follow?
Ayan. So thank you so much, Madam. No, you can follow me on my social media pages. No, my social media page is the Daily Bliss with Louise. Yan, the Daily Bliss with Louise. That's my Facebook page. And on my IG also, it's the Blissipline. No, so puro bliss
Please.
yan. No,
Yes.
the yeah Blissipline. No, so for my parting message, siguro, for me, it's really work on your bliss, work on yourself. Kumbaga, make your bliss as your priority, and everything else around you will follow. So, di ba, galing rin kay Vision ang Blissipline. So, I got
Yes.
the word Blissipline from Vision. The ability to stay in bliss all the time, no? Despite and in spite of whatever is happening around you, you choose to find bliss in everything.
Correct. And thank you so much for that wonderful last message, Coach Luis. Once again, your Laurus Enterprises family is so happy and so grateful to you for all the wisdom and the insights that you've given us tonight, especially for sharing your time to everybody in our community. Heart to you, Coach Luis, and I really look forward
Yes.
to seeing you once again. Yan po. And Coach Luis, I know marami pa po tayo magiging collaboration in the future.
Of course.
Yes, and we're looking forward po to continue working with you because we are, it's such a small word lang po kung
That's
ano
true.
yung nire-revolve natin. So, and your mission is the same as our mission. And then,
Yes,
let's
one
combine
mission.
together. Yes, para mas marami pa po tayong matulungan and we can help each other at the same time. So, for now, Coach Luis, we say goodbye to you and we say goodbye to everybody in our community tonight. Thank you so much to all of
Thank
you
you,
for
guys.
yes, your time is the most precious commodity that
Right.
and you chose to share 2 hours of your time with us. And for that, we are so grateful. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. We bid you farewell today, but we're going to see you next week for our last episode of season 5.
Oh,
Yes. And
wow.
so, maraming salamat po. And Jerome, can you please share to them who is going to end our season 5?
Sige. Well, first of all, once again, thank you, Coach Luis. Also, thank you for those people who tune in also in the comment section. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do this because you empower us every time you do some comment or watch our show. So, like Joanna mentioned, next week will be our last episode for season 5. So we're gonna have a season ender. Our special guest for next week is Mr. Mark Mancilia. Actually, if you wanna, he's someone who started his personal growth journey nung high school pa. Okay, he got his
14.
first million when he was in college. So if you want to find out more about his story, tune in next week. Yun. So back
Yes.
to Joanna. Oh, Joanna, I forgot. Did we mention MMO ba? Or
No, no pa. No
hindi
pa.
pa? Okay,
Hindi
sige.
pa.
Yun.
Alright. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you once again, Coach Luis, and to our online audience. Maraming salamat po. Have a
Thank you so
blessed week ahead of
much.
you.
Stay
See you
safe,
next week.
everyone.
Sige. Thank you.
Bye, Jerome. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.